Hello friends, today we will discuss about applications of Gauss law. Now, we know there are three main applications of Gauss law as we discussed earlier. So, the first application is field due to an infinity long straight uniformly charged wire. And the question will be asked like this: obtain the expression of electric field due to an infinity long straight uniformly charged wire. Right. So here in this we have to consider a wire which is uniformly charged and having an infinity length. So here length is there. So we know that if length is there, then we have to use the linear charge density, right? So this is the infinity long straight wire having a uniformly positive charge, right? So this is the wire having infinity length, right? Now what happens? So here we have to find out the formula of electric field. So first of all, you have to write the sentence as shown in figure. There is an infinity long straight uniformly charged wire having linear charge density lambda, right? So here this is the infinity long wire having a charge density lambda. Right. So here first of all at this point we consider this is point P, and if we rotate this point then we will get a different points on it. Right. The point like this is P1, this is P2, this is P3. Right. So we get the different points, but this is the infinity long wire, so the electric field remain same, right? Because this is the wire having a length infinite, right? So the electric field will remain same at every point, right? So you have to write the sentence. Now this is the positive charge, so the direction of electric field is in outward direction, right? So here the direction of electric field is in outward direction like this, right? Here like this, right? Here at this point like this, right? So here if we have to consider a Gaussian surface, so here there is a cylindrical Gaussian surface like this, right? See friends, this is the cylindrical Gaussian surface, right? Now see here friends, this is the wire and this is a wire having infinity length. Here we distributed positive charge, so the direction of electric field is in outward, so these are the outward direction. So what happens if you see this is like this electric field, and here at the end surface upward and downward the electric field is like this in circular shape, right? So if we see this is the cylindrical, so here we have to assume the cylindrical Gaussian surface, right? So you have to write the various points. The first point is as shown in figure, there is a infinity long straight uniformly charged wire having linear charge density lambda. Second point, as shown in figure, if we rotate point P, then we get different points like P1, P2, P3. Next point, here the electric field will remain same because this is the wire having infinity length. Next point, Here there is a cylindrical Gaussian surface. So here this is a cylindrical Gaussian surface, and what happens? So here we have to find out electric field, but we know that to find out electric field we have to use the formula of flux, right? And we know the formula of flux. Flux phi is equals to integration E A cos theta is equals to Q by epsilon 0, right? So we already know the formula, right, of flux. Phi is equals to integration E A cos theta is equals to Q by epsilon 0, and if there is a component then you have to write E dA cos theta is equals to Q by epsilon 0, right, where cos theta is the angle between electric field and area. Now see here friends, these two surface, end surface, this is the first surface, like this, see friends, like this is the first surface, right? Now here this is the second surface, and this is the third surface. So here three flux are there, phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3, right? Now to find out the flux on the surface 1, so here the electric field is in direction like this, this is the direction of electric field, and the direction of area vector is always outward, so this is the area vector A. So here angle between E and A is 90. See here, this is the angle between E and A is 90. So value of cos 90 0. So if cos 90 0, then flux on surface 1 is 0, right? So here on surface 1 the angle between E and A is 90, so cos 90 is equals to 0. So flux on surface 1, that is phi 1, is equals to 0, right? Now on surface 2, so here on surface 2 the angle between E and A, see here friends, this is the direction of electric field like this, and the area vector is also outward direction, so this is the direction of area vector. So here see once again, the angle between E and A is 90, so angle between E and A is 90, so cos 90 is equals to 0. So flux on surface 2, phi 2 is equals to 0, right? Now on surface 3, right? So on, this is surface 3. So on this surface the electric field is in outward direction, and the area vector is also in outward direction like this. So here the direction of E and A are same, right? So on surface 3 the direction of E and A are same, so angle between E and A is 0, right? So on the third surface the angle between E and A is 0, so cos 0 is equals to 1. So if cos 0 is equals to 1, so from the Gauss law The equation is like this: phi is equals to integration E dA cos 0 is equals to q by epsilon 0. So here cos 0 is equals to 1. So integration E dA is equals to q by epsilon 0. So EA, right, because E same, integration of dA is A, total area, is equals to q by epsilon 0. So E into the area of this cylindrical surface, the area of this cylindrical surface is 2 pi Rn, right? You already studied in lower standards the area of cylindrical surface is 2 pi Rn. So E as it is, area is 2 pi Rn, is equals to here Q. So Q is equals to lambda L upon epsilon 0, because we know that linear charge density lambda is equals to Q by L. So Q is equals to lambda into L. So here L cancel. So we have to find out electric field. E is equals to lambda upon 2 pi R epsilon 0. Right. So if we want to write in vector form, so we can also write that vector E is equals to lambda upon 2 pi epsilon 0 R cap, right? Now, so this is the formula of electric field, right? But if we want to find out this formula in the form of Coulomb's constant, so we know that K is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Here 1 by 2 pi epsilon 0, and the value of K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. So here we multiply and divide it by this equation by 2. So vector E is equals to 2 lambda upon 2 into 2, 4 pi epsilon 0 into R. Same, here we multiply and divide it by 2. So 2 lambda upon 2 into 2, 4 pi epsilon 0 R into R cap. Now we know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is equals to K. So we will get electric field E is equals to 2K lambda upon R into the direction R cap, or you can say N cap as you wish. So this is the electric field due to the infinity long straight uniformly charged wire. Again, this is the infinity uniformly charged long straight wire having positive charge on it. Now we know that the direction of electric field for positive charge is outward. So here we consider point P and we rotate it. So we will get different points P1, P2, P3, etc. But here this is the infinity long wire, so the electric field will remain same. So here we will consider a cylindrical Gaussian surface. So here there are three surfaces, surface 1, surface 2 and surface 3. So we have to consider total 3 flux because there are 3 surfaces. So here for surface 1 and surface 2, or we can say these two end surfaces, the angle between E and A is 90. So cos 90 0. So the flux on these two end surface are 0. So the flux on this surface number 3. So the angle between E and A are same. So cos 0 is equals to 1. So flux is there. So from the Gauss law, phi is equals to integration E dA cos theta, but value of theta is 0, is equals to q by epsilon 0. Value of cos 0 1. So we will get integration E dA is equals to q by epsilon 0. E as it is, integration of dA, that gives A total area, is equals to q by epsilon 0. But we know the formula, A is equals to 2 pi Ri. But we know that linear charge density lambda is equals to q by L. So q is equals to lambda into L. L cancel. So electric field E is equals to lambda upon 2 pi R epsilon 0. If we want to write electric field in form of Coulombian constant, So here we will multiply this equation and divide by 2. So after multiply and dividing by 2, we will get vector E is equals to 2 lambda upon 2 into 2, 4 by epsilon 0 r into r cap. But we know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is k. So electric field is 2k lambda upon r into r cap. So friends, you have to remember this formula of electric field of uniformly charged infinity straight wire. So for uniformly charged infinity straight wire, the formula of electric field E is equals to 2k lambda upon r. Right? So you have to remember this equation. E is equals to 2k lambda upon r. Right. Now we will discuss second application, field due to an uniformly charged infinity plane sheet. So here friends, the question will be like this: obtain the expression of electric field due to an uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. So here this is the plane sheet having positive charge on it, like this, right? So here we consider a surface, rectangular surface like this. So here we know for positive charge the direction of electric field is in outward direction. So like this, this is the electric field. Here for this electric field is in outward direction. Now we already know that the direction of area vector is also outward. So here area vector is like this, and for this surface area vector is like this. So here for infinity plane sheet, the direction between electric field and area vector are same. So theta is equals to 0. So here we have to calculate the flux of this surface. This is the surface number 1 and this is the surface number 2. So here to find out electric field, we have to find out the flux on surface 1 and surface 2. But first of all, after the figure we have to write some sentence. First point is, as shown in figure, there is a uniformly charged infinity plane sheet having surface charge density sigma, right? Because area is there, so there will be a surface charge density sigma. So as shown in figure, there is a uniformly charged infinite plane sheet having surface charge density sigma. Next point is, here for surface 1 and surface 2, the direction of electric field and area vector are same. So the angle between electric field and area vector is 0. So we have to calculate the flux on surface 1 and surface 2. So first of all, the flux on surface 1. So the flux is phi 1 is equals to integration E dA cos theta, but value of theta is 0 because the direction of E and A are same. We know that cos 0 is equals to 1, so integration E dA. So E as it is, integration dA, that means total area A. So the flux on the surface 1 is EA, right? Now for surface 2, again for this surface the direction of electric field and area vector are same. So flux phi 2 is equals to integration EA cos 0. Again value of cos 0 is 1, so integration EDA. E constant, integration dA, that means total area EA. Right? So flux due to surface 2, phi 2 is equals to E. So the total flux is equals to phi is equals to phi 1 plus phi 2, that gives EA plus EA. So total flux phi is equals to 2EA. Right. So the flux of infinite plane sheet is 2EA. Now we have to find out the electric field. So to find out electric field, once again we use the Gauss law. So from the Gauss law, we know the equation phi is equals to Q by epsilon 0, right? So the value of flux is 2EA, right? So the total flux is phi is equals to 2EA is equals to Q by epsilon 0. But here the plane sheet has a surface charge density sigma, and we know that surface charge density sigma is equals to Q by A. So Q is equals to sigma into A upon epsilon 0, because surface charge density sigma is equals to Q by A. So here area cancel, so E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Right. So electric field due to uniformly charged infinite plane sheet, E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. And if you want to define a direction, then vector E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 into n cap or r cap. Right, as you wish. Here you also write r cap or n cap as you wish. Right. So if you want to write r cap, so r cap, n cap, so n cap. Okay. Once again, here we have to find out electric field due to uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. So here we consider rectangular Gaussian surface. So here for surface 1, E and A are in same direction. For surface 2, E and A are also in same direction. So two fluxes are there. So the flux on surface 1, phi 1 is equals to integration E dA cos, value of theta is 0. So phi 1 is equals to E integration dA, that means total area A. So phi 1 is equals to EA. Same for surface 2, phi 2 is equals to E. So total flux phi is equals to phi 1 plus phi 2, that means 2EA. Now from the Gauss law, phi is equals to Q by epsilon 0, phi 2EA. Q, here surface charge density sigma is equals to Q by A. So Q sigma into A. So here A cancel. So electric field E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. Right. So electric field due to infinity straight wire, E is equals to 2k lambda upon R, and due to plane sheet, E is equals to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0. So friends, you have to remember the formula of electric field due to infinity straight wire and due to infinity plane sheet. Okay, thank you.